going on, folks? Me, Mon Cloud Fetty, back at it with another dope episode. We appreciate you guys so much. Tell them what the title of tonight's show is.
The title of tonight's show is Infidelity in Relationships.
Big, big, big. Now, we know people cheat, unfortunately. It happens every day, so it's typical. What I've been looking at in particular is men having children outside of the relationship. And I don't want to say with the wrong choice of a woman, but let's say if it's like a stripper or I don't know. But that's a good enough example, okay? And then it's like, okay, well, you could tell it was a one-time thing and it's really not that serious. And you risk so much in that process. You know, if you're not married, you could be with your woman for years. Everything could be going well. You may have children with them. You live with them. And all of a sudden, it messes up everything.
Yeah.
You realize you messed up a good thing. The money is messed up. You really don't want to deal with that stripper anymore or that person that you had the kid with. Now you got to deal with them on a regular basis. So it's just like, when you look at it, in all cases, it just didn't make sense. But I'm starting to see more cases like that where the guy keeps making that mistake.
Yep.
And they'll have a boss wife chick. Like, I don't put names out there, but, you know, like Lala, Rashida, and Kirk. You know, we see these situations and, you know, it's probably tough for the guy, you know, being in that moment, making a decision, and things are real heated. But again, I think you got to think things through, realize who you have, and what the penalty could be of doing that. You know, for that 15 minutes is so crucial, where it really makes them look dumb. Like, yo, why you do this, and now you got to go through this, and now it's gonna cost you this. What were you thinking? You know, so it's really a big deal for me, so I wanted to do a topic on it. Now, you shouldn't be cheating at all, right? But at least rather have an insurance policy, you know, meaning protect yourself to make sure it doesn't go south if you're going to do that, or because of the consequences, you know what I'm saying? So I just wish more of that was done, because it doesn't make them look good in the end.
It doesn't.
On it?
I don't know. It's like, since I've been married and, you know, I've become more in touch with who I am and my purpose and stuff like that, I just look at a lot of things as evil, you know? So it's like, I feel like if people start getting, like, temptation to want to cheat, and they know, like, I have a good household, I have a good family, I have healthy kids that are smart, I have a good husband or wife, etc., etc. And then all of a sudden you see yourself starting to steer towards the temptation of somebody who's flirting with you, or somebody that's trying to influence you to do something outside of your norm. I just look at those things as the devil's work. You know, I'm not trying to take it to church, but I just look like it's a distraction, because the devil does not like happiness and peace, you know? So it's like, when things like that come your way, when you're in a solid stuff, you need to take those things as a sign, like, this is trying to mess up the flow. I know my husband, he's attractive. I'm attractive. You know, there's men that flirt with me. There's women that flirt with him. You know, regardless of seeing the ring or even knowing that we are a married couple, people don't care. You know, people automatically see your happiness, and sometimes they just want what you have so bad, you know, and they don't care how they get it. So, you know, some people are not as strong to turn that away. Some men look at it like, damn, I still got it, you know. Let me test the water, see how far this goes, see how desperate, see how bad she really want me. You know, some men take that take, and they'll take the woman up on the offer, or if they're flirting, and give them what they're looking for. But at the same time that they're doing that, they're messing up the foundation and the blessings that they have. So I just feel like my life has been very blessed since my husband has come into my life. I think he's opened my eyes to a lot of blessings that I guess I didn't appreciate around me. So I feel like if I were to entertain something like that, this is just how I think. Maybe call me like superstitious or whatever, but I just believed in that there'll be a shift in my blessings by doing something, because God is like, keep blessing me with great things. Why would I look the other way?
Right.
So my take on that thing is that those things are of the devil's work, because he sees like, oh, things are going good, you got your little happy family. How can I destroy this? Then we throw the decoy in the picture. Let's throw that pretty girl with the big butt, or throw the good-looking guy with something your way. It's all. I feel like it's all the devil's work. It's just a distraction to ruin your blessings.
I agree, and I wanted to clear the air too in reference to what I had said earlier. In no way am I judging these guys, especially Carmelo, Kirk. Seem like great guys, great fathers, everything. But it's temptation, and I think the biggest thing is why I felt a video needed to be done. Forget that it's controversial, but we gotta break the cycle, fellas.
Yeah.
Because again, it's got us looking bad. It's got us ruining the blessings. Like, for example, my wife too, to piggyback off what she said. I married her for a reason. Okay? We have a common goal that we want to accomplish, right? Even if it's Mima and Cloud Fetty. This is something that we're passionate about. We want to take this to the next level. By doing that, I'm messing all of that up.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, why did I do it to begin with? If maybe I thought I wouldn't stick it out, or I would get bored easily or get distracted. So you got to remember, the point is you got to remember what your overall objective is. And you have to keep that in mind. And as long as you keep that in mind also, forget also hurting the person, you should be okay. But I think people can sometimes lose sight of that, and then they get caught up in all different kind of stuff. So,
yeah. You know what? What else I realize? Like I said, these thoughts go through my head because I'm just thinking, like, I try to make sense of everything. But usually what comes in the form of something good, which is really of the devil's work and it's a distraction, it's always something that you don't have. So it's like, say my husband is a teacher, right? And he makes great income or whatever. The distraction may come as a guy who's like, or a record producer, or somebody who's living a lifestyle you don't have. So it always looks like temptation. It's never something less than what you have. There are those, but I don't know that men fall. Maybe they do fall prey to that. For men, I think maybe, I don't know, you'll touch on that, but maybe for men it's more of a physical thing, like maybe like, oh, she's sexy, or she look freaky, or she look like she'll do whatever, and for women it's more like financial, like J-Lo said, my love don't cost a thing, like a guy who's throwing you diamonds or wants to take you around the world, it's all enticing things, like
fantasy type things.
Exactly.
And you want to see like, how much different my life would be if I would have went this direction versus what I got. It's good now, but what if I would have went for that? Would things have been better? And let me see, and like I said, it's fantasy, and
it is.
You want to live it for the night or whatever, but it's too much of a gamble. You got to be grateful, like you said. You got to be aware of the blessings that are around you.
Yeah.
And build from that, which is the most genuine thing, versus just meeting somebody, and it's artificial, superficial, and he's doing all this for you. You just met the guy, he don't even know you, but we see these movies and things like that. So I think those things really aren't that real. Ultimately, like meeting someone and building an empire, building a foundation, everybody being on the same level, everybody connecting, everybody humble.
Yeah.
That's priceless stuff.
Yeah. But what I also feel is that with that stuff is just like, it's what? 10 minutes of pleasure for a lifetime of misery. It's just, not worth it. And my thing is that if you can be so easily persuaded, then you didn't have anything in the first place. There was no real foundation or anything, because to me, you should be thinking about the repercussions or what's gonna happen before you do the act. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, some of these people, or from these stories like Carmelo and Kevin Hart, these people are just looking to destroy you, and you walk straight into the setup.
Clout.
You know, so it's like, you might as well think about those fantasies instead of doing the act of it, because a lot of these people don't want nothing serious. They just want to destroy your happiness because it's bothering them, or they want you to bring you down to a level like them. Especially the celebrities. I don't know how they walk up into these things, like the Tristan Thompson, whatever his name is. You know, it's like, you're a celebrity, you know paparazzi is around. Like, how you just walk into, I don't know, but whatever.
It's tough. I was telling my guys the other day, man, I think one of the key things for me is not coming out so much. Like, I don't have to come to every event, every party.
So you just have self-control.
Yeah, but also, being exposed to these things.
That's true.
Is also how it come about versus being more strategic on how you move, and that's how you don't run into these opportunist thirst buckets, if you will, whatever you want to call them. And you can minimize it, like, okay, well, I ain't got to worry about it. I think a lot of guys get caught up because they're hanging out a lot. And they run into these people, and they happen to be at this place or whatever, blah, blah, blah. But, if you focused on what your goals are anyway, instead of partying so much or whatever, then you ain't got time for all that. There's a lot of things I think need to be taken care of at home. Do you focus on your craft by yourself, behind closed doors, and you ain't got time to be out there partying like everybody else every night, every week? Enough's enough. So that's my remedy for one of them.
Well, you can't lock yourself in the house forever.
That too, it's extreme, but you kind of get what I'm saying. Just try to balance it. Don't be everywhere all the time. That's what I'm saying.
At the end of the day, it's self-control. I mean, I keep saying, like, we're an attractive couple. I mean, you don't really have to be attractive either. There's just always going to be somebody that's going to test you, or somebody who wants what you have. People are always watching and envying and stuff like that.
Yep.
And I don't know, sometimes I don't think they notice what they're doing, but it's like that desperation, man. They'll go to some lengths to get it, get it done. So it's all about self-control and thinking about what this act may do to my life. But for me, like I said, I just think about karma. I so believe in karma. And I feel like for the past couple of years, I've been having some great karma. And I would not want to mess that up by doing something so stupid, because I feel like the blessings is like God telling me, like, you on the right path. And the minute I do some stupid-ish is when I set myself back. So those are not thoughts in my head, but I really look at it in a deeper level of, you reap what you sow. And if I'm going to put out karma, let it be good. So whatever I get back is always going to be good. So I'm just going to keep putting out good so I keep getting good. There's no way for me to get bad because I just keep putting out good karma. You know what I'm saying? So that's just how I look at things, way past feelings and temptations and stuff like that. But those people that's trying to offer you a big butt or some good sex or some freakiness, they're not smart. Some of them not smart. They're not financially stable. They don't know where they're going left from right. So yeah, they could freak you off in the bedroom, but they're running up your bills, or they don't know how to bring in money, or
they still got some things to fix in life.
Exactly.
Meanwhile, you got stuff kind of figured out. So it's like now they bringing you down.
Yeah.
Because they not where you at. So it gets crazy.
It does.
And then you just trust issues with your woman. So then what if your woman take you back? She don't trust you fully all the way in stress. Then she gotta check your phone. And every time you hanging out, she wondering what you doing. And it's stressful. So, I like to have a clean life,
And I'm not knocking anybody that takes back a partner after they cheat. But me personally, I've never stayed in a relationship with somebody that has cheated on me. because the person I am, I couldn't get past it. I'm just a person that's big on respect, and I respect everyone. So when you disrespect me, it's like I don't know. It's something that will play over and over in my head. I'd never trust you. I would just feel like, well, what are you doing? Where are you? What did you say? And these are things you didn't think about before, but because somebody put that out there for you,
it's uncomfortable situation.
It's just, like I said, I commend the people that can get past that, but I don't know that I could. That's all I have to say about that. Everybody has their boundaries or their things that they're what you call it, their pet peeves or their cutoffs, of things that they just can't take. So
I couldn't either.
I know.
So you just know it go both ways.
I know, but I ain't even think about it.
Okay.
I barely got time to get a cup of water. But
but you're right.
I just feel like, but to put all that aside, if there's people watching this video that's thinking about cheating, just think about how far it took for you to find your partner. Think about that. That journey built. That journey is real, okay? Because some people out here may never get married, and it's not just to be rude. It's just a reality that we're facing. You know what I'm saying? Because there's just a shortage of men. Some men just don't want to slow down and commit. Some men don't have their stuff together. It's just a big disconnect going on. So think about the journey it took for you to get to this point of maybe marriage or a commitment. And would you want to be back out there in the pool for 10 minutes of pleasure?
It's never the same.
With the trash to pick from? Why put yourself in that? I don't know. And what are you really gaining? That's what you have to ask yourself.
I'm thankful that I'm not in the dating scene anymore, because I can't imagine what it would be like.
Preach. I don't miss that.
You think you doing what you gotta do, then you meet somebody you think they doing what they gotta do, and then it just goes left, and then it turns into something else. That's, again, more added stress when you was in a good place before you met them.
Yeah.
So again, breaking the cycle is what I would like us fellas to do, and it goes on women too. And appreciate what you got. Keep building that foundation.
And I do have to add, because the topic is infidelity in relationships. So to answer that, our feelings on that is it's wrong. If you are with somebody and you feel that you want to cheat or whatever the case is, that person may not be the person for you, or the person may not be fulfilling your needs. Either way, a conversation should be had. And if you can't work it out, move on. Don't disrespect the person. Just go your separate ways. Mm-hmm. Nobody's saying that you're wrong for feeling how you're feeling. Maybe you're just with the wrong person and they're just not doing it for you. But at the end of the day, don't have a love child and do all these crazy crap. Just get yourself out of the situation before it elevates to a point of no return. So infidelity in a relationship is never okay. You gotta treat people the way you want to be treated. And I'm sure the tables was turned, you wouldn't like it. So.
And Kanye said it best: you messing the money up, and then that's when it gets crazy, right?
Money.
Think about the situation.
Go on.
Kanye West is in a good situation as far as money, right?
He is not a good example, but go on.
Being put together, right? Kardashians, they have an empire.
Mm-hmm.
He has built a kingdom for himself based on his success. God forbid if he were to do anything and things were to go left in divorce, it would be with the kids a whole problem. You know what I mean? So, you got to think about that too, not messing that up, because it just gets worse and gets more complicated. People got to sell homes and custody battles. That's what I'm talking about. So, you don't want that environment. The kids get affected. It's so much. It's like
it's a domino effect.
Yeah.
It is. It's just not worth it. And some of these people y'all want to cheat with, it ain't worth it. And how do you feel about yourself knowing that this is how you have to go about getting your needs met? It's like, it's a dirty lifestyle. Who wants to do that? I don't know. I'm just saying, I get it, but if we all acted on temptation, I mean, come on. The world would be more jacked up than it already is.
That's a fact.
So, be strong.
Yeah.
Okay?
Break the cycle.
Yes.
We want to thank you guys for tuning in. Again, we're going to come with more dope topics.
Comment below. What do you want us to discuss that we have not discussed yet?
Please do.
We are an open book, so.
And give your perspective. We're open-minded. Definitely we like seeing things from different angles. We respect your opinions. We appreciate your input. You guys have a great night.
Yes, bye.
And we will see you soon with more dope topics. Peace.
Signing out. Me, Mon Cloud Fetty.
Cheers.